Is it a problem if you're a board member and the board president is keeping you in the dark about important decisions? Today, we'll find out and we'll get recommendations for how to respond if you find yourself in that situation. Welcome to this HOAleader.com video chat with two of our experts. My name is Gabriella Flisco, and today I'm joined by Nancy Palomas of Minnesota and Bree Stapera of Michigan. And this month, we're answering an HOAleader.com reader's question about how to respond to a condo president and property manager who think they can act without engaging the full board. So, according to our reader, the president and the property manager change law firms without a board vote. They often meet with 2 of 5 board members and then have two other board members agree with them on email, and then they later ratify decisions at a board meeting. There's no full discussion on many important issues. And now the president wants to do upgrades to the common elements, and the president says that doesn't need to be voted on by unit owners, and that's even though the documents say that any material alterations need 2/3 of unit owners to approve those kinds of changes. So in this video, Nancy and Bree will explain why board members kept in the dark should be worried for themselves and their community. Just a note, these experts are providing insights based on the laws and the practices in their state. And this video is intended to provide you with guidance you can use when you approach an expert in your own state. So Nancy, tell us why this is worrisome when this comes up.
So my biggest worry is that those directors that are being kept in the dark are still responsible for the decision of the board, unless they specifically vote no or raise a concern. So if the decisions are going, happily along, those directors who think there may be something untoward going on are going to be deemed to have approved those actions unless they specifically object, and that could lead to a lot of problems for those directors. Bree, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, just not to start off and sound rather hokey, but these boards this is a form of representative democracy, right? And these boards, these folks are voted in, they're supposed to represent the community. And if one person's getting shut out, then arguably, the voice of the community is getting stifled. So that's a problem. And like Nancy said, there is potential liability here, not only for the individual who's not getting his point across, but also for those board members that are taking action without perhaps the best interest of the community in mind, right? And the best interest of the community is having regular board meetings and getting ideas from other members, other elected members, right? So if these folks are making decisions without having properly informed everybody else on the board, properly scheduling meetings, providing appropriate notice, they're potentially exposing themselves to fiduciary problems, liability with that, and potentially some of those decisions could be attacked if not everybody is able to attend the meetings and provide a vote. So
and in Minnesota, we have open meeting requirements. So if those decisions are being made in secret, that may violate the open meeting requirements under Minnesota law.
Yeah, I mean, the bylaws are going to likely have specific provisions about how the meeting notices are sent out and provided to the other board members, probably some specific timeframes for those meetings in a specific way that they have to be notified. We had a case where one individual board member was receiving meeting notices via email, and that wasn't allowed under the governing documents. This ended up going to court and resulting in, such damage to the association, just invalidating those decisions that had been made at those meetings that were not properly noticed. So, I mean, it's really important to simply just hold regular meetings and hold them in as your bylaws require.
Great information, Nancy and Bree. Thank you. Listeners, please be sure to click the link below so you can watch the additional extended video where we ask these experts to offer their best advice for shutting down this board's practice of secretive decision-making.